Hey guys, um, it's Itachi fan. Hey, I wanted to point, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I'm in a different scenery. Woohoo! But one of the things that I wanted to point out was a thing that I have been seeing on online. I've been seeing online, and a lot of people have been posting concerns online about what's been going on. And normally, normally for me, I try not to get political. I try not to bring politics into it, but a lot of people have been very concerned, and for good reason. And in my opinion, I think you have a pretty valid reason for being concerned. But one of the things that I wanted to do was, in a way, like, speak to a certain community. So for me, what I want to do is I want to say, for the people that are concerned, for the community that's concerned, I want to say this. So, dear transgender community, I know you probably know who you are. You probably know what I might be getting at. Maybe, I don't know. But I want to let people know that you are you. You define you. You shouldn't let anybody define who you are. You should not let any person try to tell you how you should act or who you are as a human being. You shouldn't let anybody define anything other than you. You are you, and if you believe in yourself and you believe in anything, I feel as though if you believe in yourself and you genuinely believe you're a certain way, I feel as though that is all that should matter. If you think, honestly, I don't even care. If you believe that you're a certain person, if you're a certain gender, if you're a certain type of sexuality, certain type of gender, whether it's non-binary, girl, like male, female, transgender, like anything, if you believe in this, I think that is all that should matter. You shouldn't let your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your government, because politics had to get involved, if they are trying to tell you who you are, that, in my opinion, is not okay. If you believe you're a certain way and you believe this is you, yeah, you may change your mind in the future, and that is okay. But I want you to know that you define you. You don't need to let anybody tell you how you should live your life. As long as you aren't harming anybody, that's all that should matter. Like, you are you. And I can't stress that enough, because for me it's been interesting to see, and I've been learning a lot of things. But I want to let you know, that you are you, and you can't, well, you shouldn't let people tell you who you are, except for you. Now, if certain things are coming up and certain issues, especially if you're in a home I don't want you running out. I don't want you running out. And I definitely don't want. Hey, Ladybug. I definitely don't want you coming forward to a family. If you live at home with a family member and you're worried that they may not agree with this, that is perfectly okay to hide this, because I don't want people taking my words and going, "Oh, that means I should be able to say whatever I want and do whatever I want," because I don't want somebody losing security at a home. I don't want people to get hurt. I never want people to get hurt. And I've been seeing a lot of people being very emotional, being really emotional towards certain situations that have been going on. And in my opinion, with good reason. But I feel as though I've been seeing this, and for me personally, I'm done caring about what a person's going to view, on how a person views me. If a person doesn't like me, and a person doesn't agree with me, then I will respect their opinion, but I'm not going to change me just because they don't agree with what I'm doing. And I don't think that, personally, I don't think I'm going to let somebody try to tell me how I should live my life. I will accept and understand that a person isn't going to agree with me. And personally, I'm okay with that, because people have opinions. And another person's opinion, I don't want to force my opinion on theirs if I don't want them forcing their opinion on me. It shouldn't be one way. It should be both ways. So, I just wanted to say that I wanted to make a video because I've been seeing things and it's been interesting to see how things have been going. And I wanted to say to this community that I have been seeing online, especially the transgender community, I want you guys to know that you are you, and you are special in your own way. Everybody has their own unique quirks, and you should not let anybody stop you from having your own special quirks. If you have a passion for doing this and for believing in what you like doing, you should be able to push and go forward in what you believe in, and you shouldn't let anyone tell you how to live your life. I can't stress that enough, because it took me years to learn that, and I'm still in the process of learning it, honestly. But I want you to know, and I want you to understand that it's okay for somebody to not agree with you completely, but at the same time, I want you to know that what has been going on a political standpoint, in my opinion, isn't okay. It's infringing on rights. It's infringing on the concept of equality. And at least in my opinion, it's infringing on the rights of equality. And if people don't like my opinion, I understand that. I respect people's opinions. But when it comes into a form of policy that is forcing somebody to be pushed into a position that they don't feel comfortable being, that is where I feel like it's not okay. And if you want to do something about that, especially with the whole thing that's going on with politics, I highly recommend you vote. I highly recommend that if you don't like what's going on and you don't like where things are going and you have the ability to vote, you should totally vote, because your opinion and your vote can matter, and it can. I'm going to vote, and I hope that you guys, if you have the ability to vote, choose to vote, because things like this happening is not okay, and I want, I really wish that people would have the option to choose who they want to be and choose where they want to go without having to deal with harassment and that negative energy around. And I just want you guys to know that not alone. But I wanted to make a video on this because I was seeing so many things going on, and I posted online about how this isn't okay, this just isn't right. But I want you to know that, like I said, you are you. I can't stress that enough. You are you. You make you. You will be living with you for the rest of your life without a shadow of a doubt. You may have people in your life, but they don't live with you as long as you live with you, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But you get to make your decisions, and your happiness should be the most important thing for you in your life. And whether or not somebody is telling you, based on a rule, that you have to abide by, rules can change. But what shouldn't change is your happiness. You should be able to live your life how you want. And you shouldn't have to deal with the disrespect from other people. And you shouldn't let that revolve around your life. You should still try to live your life to its fullest, whatever that may be. And you should be able to be happy being you. You shouldn't have to, you should be able to be happy being you. You live with yourself for the rest of your life. That's as true as it can get. And you are the most important, you should be the most important person to you, because you are literally the one that you have to live with your whole life. You may have a kid. I'm not saying that a kid isn't important, but I'm saying that if you can't take care of yourself, honestly, if you can't take care of yourself, then how are you supposed to take care of a kid? How are you supposed to take care of a pet you have, or a friend? If you can't keep yourself both mentally and physically, how are you supposed to be able to take care of the ones around you? What I'm saying is, be you. It literally be you. If you want to be identified as a certain way, as a certain point, you should be allowed to. Honestly, you should. There shouldn't be anybody to tell you otherwise. And if they are, then who cares? That's an opinion. That's an opinion. I mean, some people believe the earth is flat. Some people believe the earth is round. Some people believe in, honestly, some people don't believe in climate change, and some people believe in climate change. Some people may believe it's warm outside versus being cold outside. It's a opinion, a belief. And if somebody believes that you aren't this way, but you believe you are a certain way, your belief should be the most important thing for you. And you should be able to stand up for what you believe in. That's what I wanted to say.